And this is Monument Circle. I probably should have started filming a little bit before now. Let me go vertical for just a second here. The circle is the centerpiece of Indianapolis. The soldiers and sailors monument, of course, is at the center of the circle. And every Thanksgiving weekend, it is turned into the world's largest Christmas tree. The security barriers with the checkered stripes on were new since the last time I've been down here. It's been a little while. In fact, it's been about 2.5 years since I've actually been down to the circle itself. Used to be before they put in the transit center, my bus connection was a couple of blocks this way. So a lot of times I'd have extra time and would come down here and go to Rocket Fizz. Never realize until you try to film this just how much stuff is between me and the outer edge of the circle and the monument. Of course, the shops on the circle are probably basically the most expensive real estate to rent here in Indianapolis. If it's not, it should be. Side's different here. Jim is broadcasting one of the larger radio stations in the area. WIBC and 1070 The Fan, I think, is what they changed that channel to. But yeah, WIBC has been probably the longest running news channel here in Indianapolis. General George Rogers Clark, conqueror of the country, northwest of the River Ohio from the British, 1788 to 1779. I think I said.
That's on Washington?
There's actually a lot of military monuments here in Indianapolis. Got a military park. Uh-oh. Might be a good place to set polar bear. polar bear will be coming out before we leave the circle here. And I missed filming up on this side. The electric scooters. I wish I could ride one of those, but there's just no way I could do that. Okay, this side commemorates the war with Mexico, the Indian and British War, Battle of Tippecanoe. Indians defeated. November 7th, 1811, War of the Revolution. Capture of Vincennes from the British. Mexican Border Service. 1916 Infantry Regiments. 1917. It's the third side, which I was sort of filming here. Back to a wider view. Ooh. Didn't realize there's a step there. I thought I was gonna fall off it there for a minute. I got some street postings here for Comic-Con, August 30th through September 1st. That Comic-Con and Gen Con are probably the two biggest general interest conventions in Indianapolis, and they bring in thousands. Got the State House there in the background. Kind of a cool old building. I got to be not an intern, but I got to serve my representatives twice when I was in middle school and high school for a day. I'm gonna go get a closer view of the Comic-Con sign. What the heck, we're not on any set schedule here. Oslip wasn't down here the last time I was down here, but the building is on the National Register of Historic Places. Try it from the other side, see if we get a little bit clearer. Is it any clearer? No. Kind of hard to tell on the camera. I should have turned up the light on the screen, but I think it's okay. We will be coming back when they light up the Christmas tree because, well, I usually don't go to the lighting because A, it's usually colder than the devil that night, And two, I don't really like that big of crowds. South Bend Chocolate Company, Chocolate Cafe. Yeah, they sell a lot of their bulk candy there. It's not my favorite. They're malted milk balls. The malt part's pretty good, but the chocolate is just super thick. And so much so you can't even taste the malt. So I'm not a real big fan of that. Other side here, War for the Union. Although I believe there were a lot of people from Indiana that actually fought for the Confederacy. I know on my grandfather's side, I think he kind of married into the family, but we had some family history book. It was done in the 70s after Roots became popular. The Brown and something family from, oh, I can't even remember the name of the county, but we were all listed in the appendix. But in that book, I remember seeing photos of both Confederate and Union soldiers from the family that were from this area. Here's a gift shop and observation tower. I've never been up there because there's no handrails for the steps, and I don't do steps all that well without a handrail, so unfortunately we will not be going up there. Got the oh, I can't think of the name of Watchtower. Guy, what religion is Watchtower? I can't remember, but their volunteers are very dedicated. They're always out at events and around major spots in the circle. Well, I mean major events downtown. Oh, okay, got the horse carriages. That's one thing I would like to do. Never done it. Kind of expensive. But that's one of those things you kind of do once and Oliver P. Morton, the war governor of Indiana, War of the Rebellion, 1861 to 1865. Got his statue here. Right across the street here is Rocket Fields, and we are going in there here in a couple of minutes. Although I'm going to make that a separate video. And yes, Polar Bear's going in, and if she does not behave, she will get tossed into traffic. We're going to put things on pause while I get Polar Bear out. Okay, we get... I think I'm going to hold Polar Bear up. There we go. See, Polar Bear? Wow. Isn't that tall, Polar Bear? And they're pretty flowers back there, but you can't eat them. Okay, so this is one of the things you definitely want to see when you're in Indianapolis. That's better. I had it zoomed out and didn't realize it. But yeah, definitely one thing to see is Monument Circle.